name's Madelyn from Tangerine Salon, and today I'm going to be demonstrating the upgraded version of a beach wave, the big and bouncy barrel curl. So for this look, I am going to section 2 sections. I'm not going to go in and do any aggressive sectioning, just 2 will work fine. And I'm going to spritz each layer with our texture tonic. And then I'm also going to spritz with some of our thermal dry conditioner. That way I can be protected from heat and also a little texturized. So for this look, I want to keep my curling iron angled away from the face. And you're going to want to get down to the end as much as possible. Whether you have little frizzies at the end, that's okay. Mine tends to get a little frayed, so it's fine. And then when we drop the curl, we want to keep it as structured as possible. Don't mess it up. My hair is a little bit more on the coarse side, so I like to let my curling iron sit on the hair a little bit longer, just so it can fully heat up the hair strand. And for this look, we're not going to be alternating the curl pattern. We want to keep everything really nice and consistent. And I like to spritz each layer with our heavy hold control force. This really gets the job done. Especially since my hair is a little bit heavier, curl tends to fall a little bit if I haven't left a lot of natural texture in the hair before I start curling. So this will really set everything so it does not go anywhere. And there is no right or wrong for how big of a section you take here. I like to do bigger sections so that my curls look a little bit more bouncy rather than elongated. And I'm using about a 1 1/4 to a 1 1/2 inch curling iron. And I wouldn't suggest touching the hair strand like I am on the curling iron unless you have tested this out before. I know how hot my hair needs to be before I take the curling iron off, just from doing it so many times. But that is a good way to feel the warmth and make sure that the hair strand is fully set before you release the curling iron. So I like to take a ponytail holder. This is something I've done for years. I like to put the hair that I've already curled in a ponytail behind my head. Now you may think this seems silly, but it keeps everything really separated so that I don't go in and break up those curls if they have the maximum amount of time to set. So now I have the top layer down. This is the time where you want to figure out where your part is going to be at. So today I want my part to be more on the side. And now that I have my hair parted, I have a lot more hair on this side, so I'm actually going to split this one into 2 sections, just to make it easier on myself. And I'm going to do the same thing I did to the bottom layer with the thermal dry conditioner and the texture tonic as well. And on this layer, we are still going to do the same thing that we did to the bottom layer, curling it away from the face. Sectioning your bottom layer away comes in handy at this point. When we get around to the back of the head, you can't really see what's curled and what's not. It just ensures that we don't go through and pick up hair that we've already curled. You can easily feel if you've missed a piece in the back because it won't be in the ponytail. I actually learned that from a YouTube video when I was in 8th grade, learning how to curl my own hair with a flat iron. And she did that, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I've done it ever since. And then I'm gonna take my ponytail from the bottom layer and pull it out and bring this layer in with the ponytail. So on this top layer, I'm gonna start actually in the back, just so I can make sure that the curls are angling down at the top of my head at the correct angle. If I start in the front, it tends to close things off a little bit. Now once we've hit these front pieces, this is where we're going to want to angle it just a little bit different. Actually going to split this one into 2 sections, a little bit smaller than what we've been doing. Just put that one to the side. I'm actually going to angle this one more downward, rather than to the side. And we'll do the same thing with this top layer. And then we're gonna finish this top layer off with some control force. And then we'll go ahead and take out the ponytail. And at this time, the bottom layers have had time to set. And then I just like to take my fingers and go through everything, split it all up. And then to give a bouncier, more consistent effect, I'm gonna go in with my wide tooth comb. You can use a pick or anything of that nature. This is another reason why I like to use the Control Force hairspray as opposed to the air control. I knew I was gonna be combing through it at the end, so I wanted the ultimate amount of hold possible. And I am just spritzing in some of our Brilliant Shine Spray. This is really simple. It's just a spray on shine. And I do like to focus this shine spray on the places where my hair feels a little dry on the ends and also where the light is going to hit my hair as well. And if you notice anything that you want to separate a little bit more, you can separate it with your comb. And I prefer to wear my hair in the front more back and out of my face, whereas if you don't have shorter pieces, you may have it just look more like as if it was just here down. And that's totally okay too, as long as you are separating the curl and making it look more of a big, consistent, bouncy effect, you're doing it right. So this is the finished look. This is a really simple and fun way to get a nice, bouncy, flirty look that's inspired by so many of the looks we've seen on the red carpet this past year. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy hairstyling.